This month marks 2 years since we got our Springfree trampoline, so I thought it was time to share with you how it's worked for us, especially how it stood up through the Canadian winters and what we thought of it. If you're new to my channel, I'm Christina, and we have 5 children who are currently between the ages of 7 and 16. And when we moved to our property about 2.5 years ago, we knew that we wanted to get a trampoline. But I was, probably like a lot of parents, a little nervous because I just knew too many people growing up who had been hurt on trampolines, or especially falling off of trampolines. So I did some research and I found the Springfree trampolines, and it ended up being the perfect fit for us. So let me give you kind of an overview of it and give you a good look at it. The height of the trampoline is 9 feet, and in terms of keeping it down, we have these cinder blocks just placed on the frame. So far it's worked really great for us. We haven't had any issues from the wind like lifting. They do recommend that you keep 5 feet around the trampoline free, so they say the total space that you need for this model is 21 by 21 feet. We have the large square size, which is 11 feet by 11 feet, but it does have rounded edges, so the actual jumping area is 113 square feet. This has seemed to be the perfect size for our kids. Typically we don't have 5 kids in there at the same time, usually 4 is the most, and it gives them plenty of space to jump and to play, but where they're not on top of each other. They have a number of options. They have oval, square, and round sizes, and they come in mini all the way up to the jumbo size. So you have quite a few options to find the right fit for your family and for your space. So it's rated for 1,500 pounds of what they call static weight, but they do recommend that each single jumper be under 220 pounds. As you can see from this footage, the frame is directly under the jumping area, but the kids don't have any contact with that, and that's one of the reasons why this is such a safer model, or it's claimed to be a safer model, because the kids are away from that frame. It does also come with a 10-year warranty, which I think is pretty phenomenal. So there aren't any actual springs on this trampoline. They have these flexible rods instead that go underneath, so they're completely away from where the kids are jumping. It also has a galvanized steel frame, which has done fantastic in our climate. We have had absolutely no issues with it. Because we have very wet snow where we live, we have put the trampoline away around November, December, when we know that the snow is going to stick, until about April or May of the next spring. The first winter we put everything away, however last winter we left the bottom frame out, and it did totally fine in the climate. It didn't seem to affect it whatsoever, and it made it easier to put it back up the next spring. It comes with netting all the way around the trampoline. They call it a flexi net, and in order to get into the inside there are these zippers that have an opening. You can open it from inside or outside. There's one that goes up and there's one that goes to the side. As you see here, my kids don't always open it all the way, but it's designed to open fully, and then once you get inside you close it up before you jump in order to maintain safety, and it works quite easily. Like I said, we've had it 2 years. You can see how easily it glides. There's no issues with it. There's also, with this netting, I'm not sure what they call it, but it's got like this elasticity, so if somebody jumps, like you can see my kids jumping into the side, it just kind of bounces them back and it prevents them from falling. We did purchase the like step ladder thing. It doesn't come with the trampoline. It is considered an accessory and you have to purchase it separately. You can see that there is wear on that like middle rung there. Really, that's the only place that we have seen any wear on the trampoline, but that's definitely wearing. I'm glad we went ahead and got it though. It just makes it so much easier for the kids to get in and out of the trampoline, particularly the younger ones. They have a number of other accessories as well. We haven't purchased any of them, but I am considering getting the sunshade. Once you get into like the height of summer, it can be very hot for the kids to be jumping. Having that sunshade, I think, would keep them outside and jumping longer, so that's on my wish list for sure. The trampoline also comes with different color variations, so the legs, frame, mat rods, enclosure rods, and name tag are a different color. But if you want to have them varying colors, I believe that's where that customization, design your own, comes in, and that has a fee applied to it. I don't remember seeing this when I ordered, because if I had, I probably would have ordered something a little more colorful, but maybe not, I don't know. So when it comes to cost, Springfree trampolines are definitely more than like their traditional trampolines. When I was looking, I believe it was about 4 times as much. So it's definitely an investment. They do have sales. I think they have one actually on right now, which will bring that cost down a bit. You know, it comes with a 10-year warranty. It is definitely a higher quality than the other brands of trampolines that I've seen. I feel like it's sturdier. So for us, as well as having 5 kids, it's definitely worth the investment, but it is quite costly. They are a Canadian company, which is wonderful in my books because we're Canadian and we like to support, you know, companies in our own country. I couldn't find on their website if it's manufactured in Canada or not. I imagine that it is, and shipping's quite quick. I ordered directly from the website, which they have that website you can order through. They also sell some at Canadian Tire, I think in store as well as online. And I've seen their name come up on Amazon.ca too. I'm not sure if that's a trampoline or just the accessories, but those are also an option. Overall, we're really pleased with this purchase. You know, I was a bit worried, particularly with the humidity, that maybe the netting would get some mold on it or there would be fading. But even with all the heavy rain that we had last spring and summer, there's no mold anywhere. It hasn't faded at all, so it is really good quality for sure. I hope I have answered all your questions. If I haven't, you can always leave them in the comment section down below. I try to answer every comment and question that's there. I am going to leave you with a video, a time lapse, of my husband and kids putting the trampoline up this past spring. It took them about 35 minutes, and that's with the frame already being put together, and them having done it, I think this was the 3rd time they would have put it together. So it'll give you an idea of how long it takes to set up. Otherwise, though, I hope that this finds you having a great day. Take care.